Welcome back to the range. Today I'm going to review the Hatsan Model 85. This is Hatsan out of Turkey. As some of you will know, we're the Hatsan agent for Zambia. And we love Hatsan. They do shotguns and they do centerfire rifles now, 2.2. We've got another video just posted, 2.2 rimfire rifles, and 30.06 and 308, which we've ordered, and we'll give you a review of those later in the year. Now, we've had a really interesting hour or so with this Hatsan Model 85, and I will tell you about what happened just now. But anyway, let's run through the features of the rifle. This one is the Camo version. They come in magic wood, which is plastic, camo, which is plastic, and black plastic, which is plastic. And they call it magic wood because it's cheaper than making real wood, and it's magic, the profits they make, I'm sure. No, I think it's just good marketing. Magic wood, it's magic, except it's plastic. That's how magic it is, plastic wood. Right, let's start at the back end. This little ventilated recoil pad, really, really nice. This is quite a powerful spring gun, so it's quite nice to have a recoil pad like this. It's not essential, but it's pretty cool. And it looks cool. It's all part of the design feature. As you know, Hatsan always coming up with new features, new designs, new guns. We're going to get a lot more Hatsan stuff in soon, and we'll review all of it because we love Hatsan. Got a nice raised cheek piece here, okay? And one of the interesting things about this gun, and we don't see this on too many of the air rifles, it's got a arrestor block here for your scope, and that's really nice because these spring guns with a lot of spring bounce, they can actually make the scope jump backwards. And this has an arrestor which stops that happening, and I like that a lot. One of the other things I really like a lot is the safety. It's right here. And when you load the gun, you can then use your thumb to put the safety on and off, and that's a really nice feature. Forward is safe, and bring it back and you can see a little red dot, and that is off safe, ready to fire. Right, it has a plastic trigger, slightly adjustable, and a plastic trigger guard, which I'm never that keen on because they do tend to break sometimes. The front sights, which we're obviously got a scope on this, but just for the sake of this review, the front sights fully adjustable left and right with the standard Hatsan glass in red on the front sight and two little bits of green glass on the rear sight, which is really nice. But what we've done is, we've stuck a really nice Hawk scope on here. This is the 121 model, I think, something like that. It's on the box. Says on the box, Richard. We'll post it at the bottom here. We love Hawk scopes out of the UK, probably out of China, but you know, the company's out of the UK anyway. But they're very, very good quality, really, really nice. Don't have any grief with them. This one we've put Sports Match mounts on. Now, we use a lot of Sports Match mounts here because they are superb. This is the Taco 3, I think, which is the double hole mounts. Double bolts, double bolts, double bolts. Prefer them to the single ones. When you've got a lot of recoil out of a gun, prefer this type of mount, which really locks it in solid. And the UK mounts made in the UK, Sports Match, bloody brilliant mounts, and not a lot of money either. Fabulous engineering. Okay, so the scope does have the parallax ring on. We set it for 50 feet, although we're only shooting about 35, 40. This is obviously, a lot of you will know, this is your focus ring here. You can focus, and then your magnification ring here on your Hawk scope. Now, the weight of this gun, I'm guessing, is about 6 pounds. We'll post it at the bottom of the video. Right, what can I tell you about this gun other than what I've just told you? It's really nice, and we sell a lot of these, and we really like them. The price point, we'll post at the bottom of the video. We sell these for about $270. They're probably about $130, $140 in the USA, I'm guessing, but we will put that at the bottom. Now, if you're looking for a sort of mid-range break barrel air rifle, I'd highly recommend these. But we have just discovered something really, really interesting, and that is the pellet choice is critical on this gun. So this one's going out to a customer tomorrow, and what happened is we started shooting JSB Jumbo Exact pellets, which are quite heavy pellets, but it's a powerful air gun, and so this is in 2.2, this air gun. And so we thought, well, Jumbo Exact, good quality pellet, let's try it. And I kid you not, we couldn't get a grouping smaller than that type of thing. Absolutely terrible. And we were just thinking, what's wrong? Is something wrong with the gun? Is something wrong with the scope? Well, what's going on? So we tried Camo. What are these? Camo TS22s. Now, a lot of people like these. They're heavy pellets. So the powerful air guns, they tend to shoot better. And these were also all over the show. Terrible. So after figuring out it's not the scope, but we're still not sure it wasn't the gun, woo! We tried Camo match. And let me tell you, the difference was unbelievable. We're punching the same hole every time. On this, we're about 18 yards at the moment we're shooting. What a difference. And what that shows you is some air guns just don't like certain pellets. And we've heard this for years and years, people have been saying this, but today really emphasised just how critical the pellet is to match with the gun. And I must say, anyone buying a Hatsan, this is the Model 85, but you really want to check your pellets. I mean, a lot of people come back to our shop and say, yeah, my gun doesn't shoot accurately. And we say, well, this is air guns. Have you checked the pellets? Well, no, I just bought the pellets and off I go. Then we mix and match the pellets and we do find large variations and differences in the way they shoot. And I must say today was really emphasised that it was unbelievable how much better these shot out of this Hatsan. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw a few down range. I really like these. I think they're great guns. For the junior shooter, they're quite hard to cock. So maybe an adult would be required, or you've got maybe from 13, 14 years old, be easier. But for the younger kids, they are quite difficult to cock and relatively heavy. But I really like them. Hatsan are great. So to cock these guns, and this is something with all break barrel air rifles, we give it a nice like that to actually break the sort of seal on the breech, open it up, cock it, and away we go. So I'm going to stick 5 downrange, and I hope and pray that we're still on target, and tomorrow our client can come and collect this gun. Right, let's give it a whiz. Okay, cock this gun. This is probably putting out 20 foot-pounds, way over the British legal limit, and even more of the German legal limit. Okay, pop the pellet in, we crank that, we're going to shoot bottom right on there, and see how we go. I pray we can get it on target. Right, so that is the Hatsan Model 85. It's a nice gun. For the price point, it's a good gun. This is where we are now. You can see there's 5 shots in here, but I had a flyer. And what we found with the Hatsan, and we found a few of the shots, we just get flyers. Why that is, I'm not 100% sure. I think we've got to work a lot with the pellets on the Hatsan. These are new guns, so the barrel needs a bit of shooting through. Although this one we have actually shot a bit, and we've cleaned it with solvents, with nitro solvents to clean out the barrel. So there's the Hatsan out of Turkey, lovely gun, and highly recommend it. And of course, our lovely Hawk scopes and Sport Stretch mounts, which are highly recommended also. All right, we hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.